about pigs, but it has lambs.
But I like. Let's just give it a moment. There are some really good quotes in here.
Yeah.
I also like it that it's all narrated by Sean Bean.
Yeah.
He doesn't die in this game.
No, it's one of the few
pieces of media
that he doesn't die, which is great.
Yes. Spoilers, by the way. He doesn't die in this game.
Spoiler alert.
But this is a good quote as well.
Yes.
I mean, Churchill, of course. I do wonder sometimes, though, if all the quotes that they attribute to people are actually from it. Because there are a lot of quotes that are attributed to Churchill that are actually not in his.
I mean, that would be an interesting piece of research that somebody could do if anybody is interested in doing that kind of research.
Yeah.
And then, because it's interesting because it's a piece of authenticity that really shapes the idea of the game. And if this is inaccurate, then the whole idea of the game is inaccurate.
Yes.
So it would be an interesting thing to look at. Yeah.
But by itself, it's a great quote.
By itself, it's an interesting quote. Yeah. Also because Animal Farm, pigs.
In terms of ancient
ancient
writings, because sometimes Civ used to do that, to sort of try to take writings from the age that it really was the research, the discovery was made in, quote unquote. Huh? I mean, by the way, also this is not like a discovery. This is not like something you can research.
No, it's just research completed, but you don't research in. Yeah,
it's not
maybe
like
later, but
now we do plenty of research into
husbandry.
but not then. Then it was like, hey, look, this sheep actually likes hanging around with us. Let's feed it.
Yeah, something like that.
or hey, you know what? This wolf is actually not biting my arm off right now.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's give it a piece of our deer, and that's just. So that is not really how it happened, of course.
No.
But so how did it happen? Through something like we call co-evolution.
Yeah.
But what I mean, people were living close to animals all the time. Of course, we are animals ourselves.
Yeah.
We grew up as part of this sort of ecosystem with lots of other species in it. But then just certain species just really took a shine to us in terms of wanting to hang around our settlements, and we took care of them. And that's how they ended up becoming domesticated.
There's also from an evolutionary point of view, they had things to get out of it. Like with fire, nights were less cold, for example. So animals that are attracted by hotter environments, they would just stick around because it was warmer, because it was easier access to food.
Sure.
So there is a whole interaction. It's not like humans just.
Or because larger predators didn't really like going near human settlements,
so it
was relatively safer for the prey of those larger predators, which end up being domesticated by us. You have this.
Little did they know.
Little did they know. They sort of strung themselves up for a deal right there. But the world is working on rectifying the mistake that came from that. We'll see. We'll see.
Let's see what.
Okay, we have our scout.
We have our scout.
That's neat. But first, let's move our warrior.
Warriors.
All right. It's so I guess this one is gonna go to.
He has to go south.
Yes.
Finally, we're going south.
That away south maybe. Let's first go to the hills so we get a little bit of a better view.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, those hills. Maybe.
Those hills.
Those hills. Yes. Okay. Cool. All right.
And we need.
There are some. Oh, this is a barbarian.
Do we need to capture it, or can we just go there?
We now it's gonna capture us.
Oh shit!
it's gonna f us up. So we probably wanna, because the scout is not the best unit to take on barbarian. So we sort of wanna make a beeline.
Yeah, we have some nice.
For sure.
There.
Kinda. We already have to start scouting a little bit for where we.
What our enemies are, or friends.
Or friend. Well, I mean, in terms of where we want to plunk down our next city, I kind of don't really like this.
No, I think we need to go. I think somewhere on the north, that we are gonna close to the sea probably. Or do you think with Pasargada we're gonna just get there and have a dock?
No, I don't think. Yeah, but we will get there at some point.
Yeah.
But this will take a long time.
And let's go to the southwest. Maybe we can find a better.
Southwest seems to be sea, and then I guess that's really best. Or we want to move north now. Yeah, what do you think? It's always a bit of a because of course this doesn't really say anything. This is not necessarily.
No, it has nothing to do. They're nice drawings, but.
That I do like really about Civilization is that if you just look around, I mean, terra incognita with like sailing ships and whatever, but I do like the fact that we are the center of our world right now.
Yeah.
We don't really know what latitude or longitude we're on at the moment, but we are like, this is what we know.
This is what we know.
And then there's these far lands over here that we know
Yeah.
sort of something about because we currently have a warrior station there. But this will shift towards the north or south the more places of the world will.
No, indeed. That's an interesting
So
feature.
maybe actually we should move north.
Okay, let's.
I have a good feeling about
Okay.
north. So
Let's-
sorry for wasting this one scout move, but that's the way it is.
Let's choose our next research.
Let's choose our next research.
Let's open the technology tree. We have pottery, of course, which we haven't done yet.
Which is, we can build a granary, which is
And we need the
important.
granary. I mean, this is very basic stuff. We need wheat. We need wheat.
Let's do it. Let's
Let's
just keep to the
let's not
to
discuss
the
this. Let's
Yeah.
just stick to the historical
sort of framework, huh?
framework. Yeah. So, had we been in the Neolithic, this would have been way more accurate. Do you think it might be interesting for the game to start earlier than 4000 BC?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I
think
think it
so.
would benefit significantly.
I think also I mean I appreciate that you don't want to overload people that are not super interested in ancient technologies, but this condenses a lot of stuff that was
Yeah,
happening.
you can just pass through like relatively fast the first 4000 years,
Right, exactly.
and then allow the player to build a city later. So like start with a village actually instead of starting with a city. I think that would make it slightly more interesting and definitely more historically accurate.
That's true. And you know what? Let's just go for pottery because pottery is one of those things that archaeologists
Are
obsessed with, for sure.
I think everybody finds it boring in reality.
Oi!
Uh,
We also do
production. I think now we need a builder, right? Because eventually we'll get a granary.
I think
we'll
let's go for a builder and then after a settler because we have to really get that.
We have to get a second city, but we need a builder for the granary, I think, and they will finish.
We need to start speeding up our production. That's basically
Yes,
it.
very
Yeah.
important. Very important.
Yeah. All right. Let's do it.
Go next turn. Cool. By the way, I want to welcome more people in the chat.
Oh yes, lovely.
Welcome.
Political philosophy has advanced considerably. Crystallized already. Interesting. I don't.
How did this happen?
We encountered Carthage.
Carthage. Carthage, and because we encountered Carthage, what? So what about it?
Well, I mean, Carthage is here, then also city-state.
Yeah, which makes sense because Carthage was sort of Carthage was a capital city of the Carthaginian.
Yeah, Carthaginian. Well, I mean, or of the Phoenicians as well, right? Or the right, because that's sort of it. They sort of moved and then they founded Carthage.
Yeah, so the Phoenicians moved quite a bit.
Phoenicians moved and founded Carthage, and it ended up being at the head of the Carthaginian Empire.
Yeah,
which we're only interested, by the way, in Romans because they didn't get their asses kicked by the Carthaginians.
Yes, that's true. Although let's not confuse it. Like the Carthaginian Empire was not a Phoenician empire.
No. They were, but I think
Carthage
if I remember,
a Phoenician colony was founded by Phoenicians.
Yes.
But then was later the capital city of the Carthaginian Empire.
The Carthaginian Empire, we're talking turn of the first millennium.
Yes.
So, or even a bit before that.
Before that.
Sorry, yeah. So like 400.
I think we're talking like 300 to 200 BC.
But anyway, they're already kicking around in 3240 BC. And I'm sure that they're not... I'm just going to guess that they're going to be a militaristic city-state.
It would fit the framework, I guess.
Well, let's see. Let's move over here. I kind of want to have a...
Let's go on the top of the hills.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Kandi
is having slingers move around. So Carthage is over here. Militaristic, of course.
Yeah, okay.
So their suzerain means that they're basically not sort of controlled remotely by another civilization that is actually played by this is also played by the AI, but it's one of the major civilizations.
Mm-hmm.
So they also give us a quest. They want a Gallic military unit. Well, sorry Carthage.
Sorry, but we can't.
That will be a long time.
It's very weird that there are these city-states and they're either completely independent or they can only be dominated by a larger civilization.
One larger civilization.
So Carthage is the Carthaginian civilization is not considered big.
No.
Even though they almost destroyed the Roman Empire.
Exactly.
Which is a pretty big feat, even if you didn't manage to do it in the end, right?
I think what they sort of ended up doing with Civ 6 is that sometimes civilizations can also become sort of be demoted to city-states in your game. So I know that for Civ 6, you could encounter Amsterdam as a city-state.
Yeah.
But now, of course, the Dutch are not in here, so maybe we could still encounter Amsterdam.
The Dutch are in there, right?
I mean, not in our game.
No, not in our
so
game.
Maybe
so
we
it's
could.
Possible. Yeah.
It's possible that Amsterdam could
which
be in.
which is weird. it feels a bit weird. Amsterdam was never an actual city-state in a sense, right?
No, not a city-state. Well, what is a city-state, Aris?
Very good, very good. So a city-state is basically a political entity that is usually confined within the borders of a city and the hinterland that this city
controls.
Controls.
Because
it's not a chiefdom. It's that's
it's one of those weird
further
things.
discussion. But if we want to give a definition, it's definitely a political entity. It has a hierarchical government, a unique government that monopolizes violence and so on. And it controls a surrounding hinterland, but it doesn't have territorial claims as other cities.
That's a really nice definition, my friend. You didn't even look on Wikipedia for this. Really impressed here.
Dude, this guy. We're getting a PhD on this. I'm trying to avoid Wikipedia. Because that's what my supervisor says.
Okay. Good. Oh, we have somebody here who's like, hey, wait a minute.
Ancient Greece was a union of city-states. Yeah, yes and no. This is, let's see an earlier comment. How easy would life be if we could, after a certain amount of experience gaining, just pick a new fancy invention to enlighten our lives? That's very true. That's what we were talking about earlier. If we could predict what's the next invention, then we could work towards it, but we can't really.
We can't really.
But please. This is a good.
Athens and all the little islands.
Yeah. So this is what we call the Athenian hegemony. So Athens was a city-state.
It was called the Peloponnesian Bond. That was Sparta.
Yeah. Yes. So Greece had city-states all along. It was basically either kingdoms in the sense that they had some form of kingship or rulership, and some form of democracy or oligarchy. And at some point, Athens, during the golden period of Athens or the Periclean period of Athens, had managed to become quite powerful and had created the Athenian hegemony to counteract Sparta's dominance over the Peloponnese.
Officially, it was meant to sort of counteract us. Right? That's what I learned we have to sort of bond together because we don't want the Persians invading ever again.
Yeah, sort of.
Was this just manipulation by the Athenians? Do Greek people manipulate other people?
Yeah, definitely, all the time, constantly.
Okay.
Troy was indeed the city-state. So, with the Athenian hegemony and the Spartan bond, it was the two competing large political entities, so Athens and Sparta, and they had created alliances together with other states. Now, there are scholars who even claim that the Athenian hegemony was some form of empire. I don't agree with that. They didn't have actual territorial claim, but the Athenian hegemony was the leader of a broader hegemony which consisted of Athens, other islands, and some other city-states like Corinth.
Was ancient Greece a union of city-states?
No, it was a context of city-states.
A context of city-states.
Yeah.
So there were lots of city-states.
There were a lot of city-states, and there were alliances, and
there was just one city-state.
And there were a couple of city-states.
Bullied the rest of them to become part of
a wider alliance that it profited from.
Yes.
So, for example, in Delos, the Delos island was where the treasury, let's say, of the Athenian hegemony was, and Athens was in control of Delos. And we have examples of Athens invading former allies like Milos, and they slayed a large percentage of the population. But yeah, so at that point it was a union, but it was a hegemony, under the rule of Athens.
Nice.
Troy was a city-state. Indeed, Troy was a city-state under the influence of other empires at its time, much earlier, of course, than what we say as ancient Greece. Ancient Greece is the first millennium. Troy existed before that.
So, We get to choose another civic because, by the way, we just had.
I want to answer this question as well. Well, besides of Greece, you can't find another example of city-states in history. Yes, much earlier than Greece, the Levant, and much earlier than that, in Mesopotamia, we have city-states. So when we're looking at 4000, 3000 BC Mesopotamia, we have a very similar context as what we have in Greece, with city-states fighting amongst each other and creating the first hegemonies or even the first imperial entity. So Akkad and Babylon and Uruk and Ur and all these cities belong to the fourth to, let's say...
What about Ur? There you go.
There we go. You're welcome, Eleanor. Yeah. So, city-states is not a particularly Greek thing. We think of city-states as Greece because of Athens and Sparta, but in reality it's much earlier.
There is also, it's always a bit difficult to say what, for example, the classic Maya political organization was like, but it's very likely that this was also some sort of city-state focused entity. Same goes for even earlier in the history of Mesoamerica, Teotihuacan, which was a major city, probably was not any sort of larger state, but was in fact a city-state, just a major one, maybe the biggest one around the time, 1 million people living there. There are other peoples as well that, for example, say that in North America, the Hope-Winning phenomenon, all those mound builders, some they say that it was a chiefdom, but others say that it was actually a state, or some people say that these were all just independent little city-states. In fact, there are still city-states today, like Vatican City, which is both a theocracy, ruled by the Pope, and a city-state.
Also Monaco.
Monaco, Liechtenstein is, I think, maybe not.
Liechtenstein is a bit bigger than a city.
It's a bit bigger, yeah.
But Monaco is just...
Monaco is a city-state, that's for sure.
I would say if you are interested in...
Singapore, by the way.
Singapore, yeah. If you're interested in early city-states, just read the Epic of Gilgamesh, one of the first epics that really talks to you about how Uruk was organized at the time. A very beautiful epic.
Beautiful epic, very true.
So, we need to continue with the civics.
Let's maybe, I want to go for this one. We've already boosted it.
But we're not planning to be too military focused, are we?
No, but it does give us the possibility.
What do we get from state workforce though?
Government Plaza. Well, these are districts that we have to build. Unit military reduced. This is kind of good as a policy.
Government Plaza is a thing I really like as an idea that they have it in there. This idea that I guess what they mean with Government Plaza is some sort of form of agora or like the main square close to the parliament, which is a very weird concept that doesn't necessarily exist everywhere, but we think it's so closely connected.
Wait, let's first go for military tradition though.
Okay.
Because it's already boosted.
Okay.
And we're not going to clear a barbarian outpost anytime soon anyway. And then we can go for state.
No, but that's why it's boosted, because we have cleared the barbarian outpost.
It's because one of the villages that we found gave it to us.
Okay, sure. Let's
for the fact that we not only want to choose things that are interesting to us, but also things that are sort of good for us as a city-state.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Well, we're gonna the builder is gonna take a long time still, but we just have to wait.
They will be done when the pottery is done. So that was the idea.
That's good. All right. Where's my next turn actually? Sorry.
We needed to move the.
No, they're
okay.
Otherwise they would have told us.
Okay.
All right.
Unit needs orders. Go. Walk.
This one, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess this is gonna be a good spot. Yeah.
You move.
Yes, move.
Lisbon.
We found Lisbon. By the way, I'm kind of digging the fact that we haven't found any other cities just yet, but a lot of city-states, which is good for us in one way, but it also kind of sucks if we want to move to good areas where they're already at.
That's true.
So, I'm hoping that, I'm not entirely sure. We'll have to see, because I was hoping that over here would be a good spot for a new city. Soon, but now Lisbon is already there.
Lisbon is already there, so that we'll see.
We'll see. Anyway, but that's first.
Let's get that village.
Let's get it. I mean, let's meet the indigenous people.
It says continent Ur, by the way.
Oh, that's neat.
Which is very interesting because Ur, as was pointed out, was actually a city-state.
Yeah. Hey man, we got a hidden technological secret. What's this round thing?
It's a round thing.
It's a round thing. I don't really know what it is because I haven't discovered it yet. But they have told us a lot about round things. Round things.
Round things. Like the Earth?
No. What do you mean, Earth?
So, we boosted wheel. It's very interesting that wheel is still considered this major invention. Like at some point we discovered wheel and everything changed.
We still have the saying, right? This guy didn't invent. Well,
he didn't invent the wheel.
Yes, exactly.
But I find it as one of these concepts that's very hard to wrap my hand around.
Yeah. At the same time, well, you know what? We'll talk about when we get to the wheel.
When we get to the wheel.
When we get to the wheel. Because
History Channel. Well, we're not History Channel, but we are.
We are, yes. We're better than History Channel because less aliens.
Less aliens, more archaeology. And more archaeologists, like...
For sure. More games as well.
More games. Way more games.
Alright, man, well, let's just, we're committed to going north now.
We are committed.
So, alright, let's just keep on going. We need to find more villages.
This is a very nice...
This is nice. I was kind of afraid I was just like going like
but this is very good because that means we can build a city somewhere there, right? If we can get there.
But I kind of want to be close to more. Although, at the same time, there could be resources later in the game that could be in
thank you very much, Megalodon. That's a nice, that's a good compliment. Thank you very much.
Alright, let's go to our intrepid warrior that's still hanging around here in the global south. Well, not even south, more east. Yeah, he's an Orientalist. All right, where are we moving to?
I think southeast. I guess. Yeah.
You still want to go down?
Yeah.
You don't want to at some point?
Okay.
Move it back home?
No, not back home.
Okay. No. This warrior is going down.
This warrior is going down.
All right. Oh, here we are sort of stuck. Oh well, that's the way it is. Oh, maybe there's actually no impassable. We're stuck, Angus. We should have gone the other way.
Oh no.
Oh, we can go east then.
Look at this weird landscape, like the desert in between the mountains.
Man, if I have to say, if there could be one thing where I mean, I love how they made the way the terrain looks. I think it's beautiful. But if they, aside from being like historically authentic, like geologists, I'm sure they cringe when they see this.
Oh, yes.
It's like, what? It's like
maybe it's
like a Tolkien-esque map. It's like somebody just said, well, this is where the elves lived and then there was a volcano. And I mean, I understand it. Yeah, but
you can do so much.
Yeah.
But maybe we can talk about this in the next episode.
Because we're both really into geology.
I am a little bit into geology.
Oh, okay. Well, it was one of the things that I wasn't very good at. All right.
We have to go around the mountains, like
that way.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yes. Nice.
We are very happy by just finding a village. Yes, we found the village.
We are in the village. Yes, man. All right. Let's go, and let's find ourselves some really neat resources over here. All right. Well, pigs. We like pigs, just like Churchill. Yeah. I guess we don't really need to go over there, so we'll just move over there.
Yeah. We have to go around Lisbon probably.
Yeah.
Let's move a little bit.
Yeah. All right. Please be a nice village.
Please be nice.
We love you. Bring us gifts. We have stuff like a half-finished idea of the wheel. You want to join us?
We bring stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, we have our builder.
They bring gifts. What sort of gifts do they bring?
They give us faith, I think.
Faith. Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, they gave us faith.
Let's see what they gave us. They don't really say.
It doesn't say, but I think we got faith.
Was giving strength to our budding cities. Well, whatever.
We got +1 era score.
We're
still at 4.
4. We are not doing very well.
We're gonna enter the dark ages.
We are gonna enter some dark ages here, which is kind of weird because I have the feeling that. But the problem is, it's very difficult to see if we're doing well at the moment.
Yeah, we did.
Also, anyway. I have the feeling that except from like 1 or 2 wrong moves with the scout, we didn't really do anything wrong just yet.
Let's not be bold here.
All right, let's quick save.
Let's quick save.
Was this quick save? Was F5 quick save? I think it was.
Okay.
Was it? Look it up. Look it up.
Okay. Let's choose production meanwhile. Keybinds F5. quick check. Yeah, F5.
Yeah,
F5.
I remembered.
F5.
Muscle memory.
Yeah.
All right, let's choose something else. We have to go for settler now. Well, that's also kind of the only thing that is interesting for us at the moment. But that's also why I wanted to move our warrior back, because he could sort of like walk with the settler.
Yeah, we need settlers. So Megalodon also pointed out that we really need settlers at this point.
Yeah.
We really need a second city. I mean, we can't keep just with Pasargade.
At the same time, we also need this stuff, right?
We need this stuff, but we have a builder now, right? So the builders can build only so much. They are not infinite builders.
So let's see, what are they actually working on right now? Food per turn, food consumption. It's not too bad.
The empire has to grow. The empire has to grow.
Mm-hmm. Wait. So manage citizens. What are they doing?
6 turns until growth. We can buy it already, right? Maybe.
We could with
and build a granary. Yeah?
I don't think we can buy. That's I think part of the civics. I think.
Maybe.
But or do you mean buy?
Expand get the tile.
I don't think so.
We need
because
we
it will
need 6
give,
turns to expand there, which is fine.
That's fine.
That's fine. Let's build a quarry then. Or
we can. By the way, we can also start irrigating this later.
Looks interesting.
But we don't have that yet. But we should do that because we need luxury resources. But I think we wanna definitely start mining this.
Yeah.
We have how many coasts do we have with one builder? 3, yeah,
we have 3.
Well, and it definitely is the first one. So
this is definitely the first one.
Yeah. So okay.
No matter what.
Yeah. Let's just build a quarry, of course.
Okay.
So.
Cool. Masonry has advanced considerably.
That's good. So this is good stuff. Tech boost. Okay.
Yeah. And we're gonna have pottery.
Pottery. All right. He gets to move a bit.
Pottery
further.
because it sounds like battery.
Yes.
And there's a Metallica song called Pottery, and every time somebody says pottery, I think of the Metallica song. Pottery. Instead of singing like pottery, like metal.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Pottery. Sure. Good stuff. All right, we're nearing another village over there, so that's good. I do feel that we could.
We need to decide when our next city is gonna be. We still have a couple of turns for this one, right?
Yeah. Well, we also don't want to move too far away.
No, we need to stick.
So, I guess, but this kind of sucks over here. There's too much ocean.
Sucks.
Maybe we want to move over here.
Yeah,
although this is very fucking dangerous. Just move with your settler over there.
Yeah, we can do something. We need something though.
Yeah, we need a stroke of genius. All right.
Idea for the next 3 archaeological terms that you mishear in metal songs. Oh, I can tell you that at Cyprus, at some point, we had a song contest.
Eurovision Song Contest?
No. Yeah, sort of, because we were rewriting songs to be archaeologically relevant.
Sure. Archaeologically relevant songs.
Yeah. So we had in the end
all kind of nerdy.
Yeah. We had Linkin Park and shit like that. It was pretty funny.
Ooh, Linkin Park.
Yeah. It was pretty hilarious. So pottery, no one ever wetted clay and then left it as if there would be bricks by chance and fortune. What?
Plutarch? What the hell are you talking about?
What the hell? I'm not even sure if this is a quote from Plutarch. I can look it up, maybe.
We can look this up.
And I don't think it means what the game wants it to mean.
No.
Maybe Plutarch wanted to say something else, like philosophical, but I don't think it means what the game wants it to be. In any case, indeed, pottery was very important.
Why?
It says,
so wait.
Let me make another authenticity comment. It says here, because we unlock pottery, we can make now a granary.
Yeah.
Because we have this image of the silos that are built with pottery.
That's what you mean. So basically what pottery means, just to get down to it, means we can now store stuff.
Yeah, which is a bit... I mean, we know now that the first permanent settlements happened before the discovery of pottery.
For sure.
And then that means that we should be...
Çatalhöyük for a long time.
But Çatalhöyük much earlier, right?
Yeah, much earlier.
Very earlier stages.
Very early, but definitely no pottery.
Yeah, but stuff
until
like,
in the early phases at least.
Yeah, but then stuff like Göbekli Tepe, for example.
Oh yeah.
Or we have several tales in the Near East where we have 10,000 BC permanent occupations where they did store stuff but had no access to pottery at all. Yeah. They were just digging things and store them in the ground, whatever. So this is very interesting that pottery is directly related to permanent occupation.
Yeah.
Just a comment.
Just a comment. But at the same time, pottery is very important for us.
Pottery has been one of the crucial things
for archaeology.
I mean, people say you didn't reinvent the wheel, but you didn't reinvent the pottery, which probably must have been
maybe that's what
better.
Plutarch wants to say. You go and find out what Plutarch wants to say with that quote about pottery.
No.
Okay.
We'll keep it for the next time.
We can keep it for the next one, sure. All right. We get to choose some new research.
Yeah, let's
but
go.
maybe before we do that, we actually are gonna enter this little village over here.
Yeah, let's do that.
They're gonna give us money. We already are, by the way, swimming in
gold.
In gold. What we could actually do, we could actually see if we could purchase an item with gold. Well, we cannot purchase settlers.
No, not yet. But we
we
can
could-
purchase another scout if we want.
We could
So we
purchase
can-
another scout.
Get the scout. Go to the
there.
south.
Yeah, let's do
Yeah.
that. I think that's
To the
a
southwest.
wise decision.
I'm not gonna say that I wanted to go southwest from the beginning, but I wanted to go southwest from the beginning.
Hey man, if you know where we have to go, why don't you drive?
No, you go ahead.
All right, cool. We do get to choose another technology though. We are really having to commit to our course here, but I think that the course that's going to be up next is masonry.
No, man. We need to build a quarry to get boosted, right? And we're currently building a quarry. So
No, but we already built a quarry,
Oh, that's
so
right,
it's,
it got boosted.
it is there. And the wheel's also boosted,
Yeah.
and I
No,
think
right? Let me see.
yeah, the wheel's already boosted by somebody else. So maybe I don't think it can be boosted twice.
It can. I think it can.
Well, maybe
No,
maybe
no,
anyway.
maybe not. Maybe I'm
It
wrong.
was
Maybe I'm completely
it was
wrong.
boosted by villager.
Yeah.
But
don't we want to do?
I kind of want to build pyramids because they are, although they have to be built in the desert now and again. That's true. So we don't have that over here. So no pyramids for us. All right. No pyramids. By the way, Phyrexes, what did you do? Pyramids can only be built on desert. I mean,
that's such an Egyptiocentric idea of pyramids. We have pyramids all across the world, and as aliens would tell you, like they built them all.
they built them all. They didn't were like, oh, the desert. Maybe some aliens were like, oh yeah, let's get us nice suntan in the desert, and we build a pyramid here. But they weren't like, they built pyramids all over the place. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So what do you suppose that we do?
Why don't we
Irrigation.
go for irrigation? Yeah, I want to go for irrigation. And we can build the hanging gardens.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. We're set.
And then we can talk about gardens, which it's a topic I really love. Gardens.
You also
Near
love
East.
gardening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I also love gardens in the Near East.
Oh, you love gardens in the Near East
But
because
also
you don't even have a garden. You live in the city center of Leiden.
Here in Leiden, I
where
don't have
gardens
a garden.
are a
In Greece,
luxury.
I do have a garden. But
Oh, and you like gardening there?
yeah, I do like gardening.
Oh,
there.
that's nice, man. I have a garden in where I live in Leidendorp, and I hate it. I like it.
But you have a very nice garden.
I have a very nice garden, but I hate it too. It's filled with ivy. All right, that's a backtrack. All right, so we are never gonna. We don't want to hang around with this builder for.
Did you finish the quarry?
The quarry is finished. Yeah, now they autocomplete, eh? So it's just
they
one.
autocomplete.
Yeah, so there's like.
Let's build. We can't irrigate yet because we're now.
and we
researching.
will not be able to irrigate for a long, long time.
No, so let's make that. And
Yeah.
then, how many turns do we need for that wheat field over there? Can you check?
That's a good question.
4 turns. So we can.
I think that's.
This is gonna be our third building.
Yeah, I think so.
So let's get the horses.
Go get the horses. All right.
Plutarch is trying to say that work needs to be done for stuff to happen. That is true. Stuff don't just happen. But
Exactly.
that's not really relevant to pottery necessarily. Maybe the example was from pottery, but
Yeah, exactly. It's
indeed you wet clay, and of course it won't turn like into a brick
No.
immediately.
No.
But you also kind of wet clay, make it into a brick, and then you just leave it
Yeah,
for a
exactly.
little bit.
For
So
a little
it's weird example.
Yeah, it's a bit. Yeah, it's a bit. Never mind. We sort of get where you're coming from, Plutarch, but you could have gone with a better example.
Another village.
Hey, man,
and he
another
gets
village.
promotion.
Yes, that's true.
Let's promote him.
Let's promote him.
He's a ranger, of course.
Or is he Alpine?
No, you know what? I love rangers because that's what I play on Dungeons and Dragons. So
we're building Aragorn here.
Thank you, Eleanor. It is a bit of a silly example.
All right. Cool.
I don't underrate the value
We have
of
military
knowledge.
tradition.
We do.
Make war in
So we can change policies now because we acquired new civics.
Yeah.
Do we want to? We have double experience for recon units because we now have 2 recon units.
Yes.
And I don't think we want to change it yet because it's good to because we want them to keep going for a little bit more at least.
Yeah. But we do want to make sure that as soon as we have a second city, no, I think we're good still.
For now, with 1 city, we're fine.
We should have, by the way, when we had our first Civic, which could have changed. We should have switched to that.
Production.
That was a bit silly.
That
was a mistake that we made. What a mistake to make.
Yeah.
Well, we don't really need great generals. Also, we don't really have diplomatic policies just yet.
Yeah. Okay. I think it's fine. We're fine.
I think we're
fine.
good. We're good.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're good.
All right.
We can choose a new civic as well.
Yes.
Now we can do state workforce or foreign trade. We're so late for foreign trade. But I still think I always prefer state workforce.
Well, I think it's a good choice because the boosting this may still going to happen.
Yeah, it may still happen.
And this I don't likely see happening.
Build an special district. Not immediately, I guess.
So let's just go for this one. Hey man, we get our pantheon.
Oh,
this is nice. So this is actually why it's good that we in fact ended up going with this civic, because we now get to choose a nice pantheon. Okay, this is always a good little choice here. +2 faith from quarries would work, because we will have a couple of quarries. From mines over strategic resources, well, we won't have that just yet.
Yeah.
Religious
This is
settlement.
all. I mean, whenever I see this list, like with the Pantheon belief, I find it a bit cringy, because it has such a segregated idea of how a Pantheon should look like. Lady of the Region Marshes, like God of the Open Sky. It's so generic and at the same time
so specific,
and stereotypic. Okay, there are things that indeed are shared between cultures, but for example, stone circles.
Well, just by the way, the whole idea of gods, huh? Just the whole idea of gods, just always this. Yeah, I guess it's sort of. Goddess
of festivals. What does gods and goddesses do have festivals, but it's not. You rarely say a goddess of festival, for example.
Yeah. On the other hand, I think maybe if you want to put religion in there,
that's a way to do it.
This is probably the only way to do it, because otherwise you're going to be otherwise you're going to result into cosmovision or something like that.
No,
Maybe they could have made it more generic, even like Earth. Air and that sort
something
of
like that might have been more interesting, I think.
All right.
God of the Open Sky gives us culture from horses, says Megalodon, and we're just getting horses, so might be interesting.
Yeah. Since we're sort of going big on culture.
So I think so. So let's go for.
But on the other hand, because we will have 2 quarries at least very soon.
So the stone circles, you think? To get plus faith.
On the other hand, what is more Persian?
What is
God of the Open Sky, then?
Definitely, I would say.
Alright, let's just go for that.
Yeah,
Dance of the Aurora is definitely not very Persian.
No, not.
So I always kind of go because I just really like building wonders. I always go for monument to the gods, but I don't have the feeling that we're gonna be. Well, maybe.
No, I say go for the God of the Open Sky.
Alright, let's go for the God of the Open Sky.
Found this pantheon?
Let's do it.
Yeah, there you go. There we go. Another Earth gives us faithful appeal. I think I like the God of the Open Sky for now.
There we go.
Mysticism has been advanced considerably.
Yeah, true.
Which is also good because mysticism.
Which is also what Megalodon is telling us, hey, this gives you an immediate boost, which is kind of true. It's useful. Okay. Cool. Oh no, that's just because we found the Pantheon. That's why.
That's true.
Sorry. We have another scout, which is good.
Megalodon says there are only few pantheons of value, which is really funny because value is of course our our foundation name. So
Right now, there's only one pantheon of value, and that's the goddess of the open sky. All right, we're moving over here, as I say.
yeah, let's.
Yeah, over here.
It's good that we have someone more knowledgeable than us in this game in the chat.
Yes, for sure.
Thank you
Because
for having
I
around
really need to.
Skeleton.
I really need to still get my hand around Civ 6. But at the
Yeah,
same
you
time,
have played a lot of Civilization 5, but not so much
and
Civilization
a
6.
lot of Civilization 4 and
Yeah.
3 and 2 and 1, but only 36 hours so far into Civilization 6. Alright. I know, man, I want to get onto the hill. Sorry.
Yeah, onto the hill.
Onto the hill, my friends. Okay.
There we're gonna get our
Alright.
horses.
Boom.
Horseback riding has advanced considerably.
Yes,
That's great.
That's neat. That's because that's also on the slate. I do have the feeling this is a good turn for us. That's F5 it.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know if it's doing anything, but alright.
Hey, look at these guys.
Look
at those
what the
guys.
cat dragged in, a bunch of barbarian warriors.
God damn it.
Yeah, well, if push comes to shove, we can always still go and
Just buy
buy
a slinger.
Well, buy a slinger would be kind of good anyway, maybe. But of course, we have to, in fact,
just for the
pay.
sake of the defense, no?
Yeah, maybe we will do that later if they actually come very close. But we also have to pay for their upkeep, eh? Don't
Yeah.
forget. So we kind of don't want to do that just yet.
True.
All right, cool. Let's see what. Man, this is
This is
good.
this
Copper.
is good, yeah, copper and
Nice.
and
And I
dice.
guess over here there will be. Okay, that's good stuff. So let's and a village again.
Yeah. So that's
I'm not.
actually might be a decent
I'm not
location.
saying that we should have moved to the southwest all the time, but we should have moved to the southwest the whole time. I mean, I know that you desperately wanted to go to the east,
but
because you're near east. All right.
a slinger can give you boost for archery if he kills a unit, indeed. So that's also why it's a decent choice.
Yeah, it's you know what? Let's just get ourselves a slinger. We're doing good with our gold at the moment.
Decent.
Expense at the moment we're stable.
Yeah.
We don't have any expenses.
No.
But yeah, let's do it because then we can sort of get rid of these guys, and it will take a whole turn before they get to move anyway.
Yeah.
Although you have to be very careful with a slinger because if they get too close, they're just gonna get hammered. Well, clobbered. All right, let's purchase a slinger. Nice. All right.
Yeah, a good suggestion by Megalodon, which we didn't do, is that we can of course use the lenses where here on the map.
Oh yeah, of course.
And then put this settler and see where it appeals
Yeah.
to settle. Which is of course the location that we
We've
recognized
already-
here is quite decent, of course.
Yeah. Somehow I also think that over here is really good.
But we don't know why. And I don't know. I'm a bit.
Well, it's probably good because it's close to those.
It's close to these, yeah, but we're already close to these.
Yes, exactly. I don't really want to go there. No, I think this is. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, for
if
settling, it says it's mediocre. Maybe check like.
Yeah, but it's mediocre right now because I don't. It does also right now. It seems as there's no access to water.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe.
So that's why it's mediocre.
Maybe, yeah.
But I'm actually thinking that there will be water over here.
Yeah.
So
And if there's like a river, it might be even better for irrigation purposes.
yeah.
We'll see. Let's get there first.
I guess that's also maybe why it thinks that over here is quite good because maybe it knows.
Maybe this is a lake. Anyway, let's.
Probably this is a lake.
Our unit
Well,
needs
kind of
orders.
Yeah, that's true. All right.
We need some time for this guy. How many turns do we have for them? Just send him already on the wheat fields.
Mm-hmm.
So he's already there.
I think just one more turn. I think. Oh wait, sorry. Just one more turn.
Two more turns, but he needs a turn to go.
That's good. Yeah.
So
all right.
Or 2 turns to go.
All right. Cool. So
our
is this fresh water? Let's see.
No, it doesn't look like fresh water.
Come on, let me know. Lake. It is a lake.
Ah,
so
great,
that's
great,
why
that's
it
great.
said it wasn't good to go there. But I kind of don't want because it's too close to our capital.
Hey Ymir, welcome to the stream. Good to have you here.
Man, welcome. We are kicking ass in the sense that we are not kicking anybody's ass because we haven't even found anybody. We are the only ass around here. We are very lonely ass. Well, there's city-states. But we are at some point going to kick him.
Yeah.
Alright.
Let's get him to the village.
Well, it needs a bit longer.
This guy needs some orders. He needs to move the village.
Alright, cool. So we now know that this is the north.
Yeah. Eureka, the villagers are hidden technically.
This is nice because irrigation was gonna take us a long,
Yeah,
long
so
time.
it's gonna be boosted now, right?
Yes,
so
it's gonna be boosted
It's gonna
now.
be, what, 3 turns maybe?
Not still 6 turns,
Six
but
turns.
it was gonna take us a whole lot longer.
Oh, okay.
Because we really need that second city.
Yeah. We really
And actually, probably very soon after that, a third city. But we can.
Yeah.
What is the warrior, by the way, doing all the?
Oh my god, we get stuck here. Shit.
Oh, shit. Oh, that sucks. On the other hand, I'm feeling pretty good about all our exploration at the moment. I kind of want to move this guy all the way over here again.
Yeah.
Or do we really...
Let's just send him down there.
Down there, okay.
I mean, it's at the point where
Hey, man,
I don't really care about that.
This warrior has been in action so long, he just needs to get down at some point. Yeah. Alright.
Irrigation would have been boosted by working the corn with the tiles and your builder.
Yeah.
But we don't really own the field yet, right?
Yeah. So it's...
We need to wait a turn for this.
I know, it would have been boosted already, but now it's...
Yeah.
Yeah, it's there. Hey man,
Let's
don't look a villager's gift horse in the mouth.
Also, irrigation is one of these things that must have been well introduced quite early, right? That's just for content's sake.
It also really depends on what you mean with irrigation.
So if we are talking about city-states and if we're talking about cities and the organization of city-states, the first city-states were probably organized partially because...
Oh, you're of the hydraulic theory.
No, not necessarily, but I do think that it was a partial effect.
Yeah.
So when you need large scale, when you have a population...
We're talking large-scale landscaping.
Exactly.
But of course, irrigation itself already happened from the very, very early onwards. As soon as we had fields, there was always part of the irrigation system was going on.
Because you need water.
Yes.
But large-scale irrigation, in the sense that it is portrayed here, I guess, in relation to a city-state, it's really associated with city-states of Mesopotamia. So, if you read again the Epic of Gilgamesh or these kind of documents that come from the very early city-states, 4000 BC, 3000 BC, most of the conflicts revolved around irrigation and irrigating fields, and very often they would say that the city would control the lever on one of the canals, and the threat was, well, if you attack us, then we stop irrigating your fields,
yes,
so you're gone. Which is very interesting.
All right, let's go and pursue these warriors.
Yeah, let's.
All right, let's see. This guy just needs to hang around for a bit.
Yeah.
I guess we're just gonna move that away.
Yeah, let's move that way.
Ooh,
Barbarian spearmen. We don't want to engage.
No, we definitely don't want to engage. There we go. Bye bye, barbarian spearman.
A lot of lakes in this place.
Yeah.
A lot of lakes.
Alright, cool. Approaching our city. Yeah, so there's definitely some barbarianos over there.
Yeah. So
Amber, that's
Amber.
nice. Oh, that's good.
Amber and fish. I like this location. I mean, we have rice. It's a good location in the city.
It says it's not because it's not close to fresh water.
Yeah.
Which is actually really sort of important in this game.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it kind of sucks. Also, this guy is just getting hemmed in here.
Yeah, I don't think he can go anywhere. I mean, this is the end of this continent, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, for sure.
Land of the many lakes, Finland, yeah. We might be in Finland, I don't know. We have a lot of rivers as well.
Alright, let's see. Let's move up here a little bit, I guess. Or we can start whammying this together with our slinger.
Yeah, maybe we can, if we can clear this place. It has a lot of copper. I think this is a decent place to build our next city.
It's decent. It's not more than decent, but never mind.
No, it's decent though. It's decent. Whoop. Yeah, get wrecked.
There we go. Get wrecked.
Okay, the builder needs to build.
Yes. Oh, and of course it's gonna.
Do we have to wait for? No, we don't have to wait for irrigation, right? The
No. This is a farm.
Yeah, this is a farm.
Yeah, no, for sure. This is not too bad. All right, there we go. Cool. Now it's done.
Yeah.
All right. So 2 turns until the settler.
Yeah.
So I guess that we...
Do we want to send our scout to also fight these barbarians, maybe?
I think so, because...
Yeah. It's better just to...
It's better just to sort of hem him in.
He has another move, no?
No.
No, okay. Unit needs orders.
Yeah, there's still these guys over here.
Let's move him a little bit.
Yes. This is some flat territory. Well...
This is such a weird land.
This is a weird country that we're in.
Yeah.
All of this just under the polar circle.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't make any
The
sense.
geologists...
Olives were, by the way, a very important early resource, but...
very important, but mostly for the Mediterranean, not so much for the Near East.
This is just the land of mountains, then?
Land of mountains, land of lakes.
Land of lakes. Hey, there's a
Barbarian has a scout that has taken some damage.
Damage, yes. Alright.
Tribal village.
That was a tribal village. Next turn.
No.
So we're in the last 5 minutes of the stream for now, anyway.
Yeah, for today.
For today, we will get back to you all next week.
So let's talk a little bit about... So for those of you who are new here, we are Value. This is Aris, Ymir,
we are a very, very, very small part of Value.
We are a small part of Value. So Value is like... we are a foundation that deals with video games and academia at large, and more specifically
with the past.
So
yes.
Archaeology, history,
yes.
and heritage, and all sorts of matters.
Yeah. Which and we do lots of fun stuff.
We do lots of fun stuff. Like this stream is one of the fun stuff that we will be doing. This is the first episode of a mini series of 5 episodes on Civilization 6.
All in May.
All
the
in
coming
May.
weeks. Next week we're back.
Next week we're back, and we will be talking more. We're gonna have more debates on issues of civilization, Civilization 6, states, empires, like state formation. You name it, we're gonna talk about it.
And by the way, Aris has promised that if we win this, that I get to shave his beard.
No, this did not happen.
Okay.
I want to explicitly say in the stream that this never occurred.
Well, that's a pity though.
But one of the things that will occur is that we are going to have a conference on video games and archaeology,
and history and heritage and
sociology.
So even a bit of sociology, anything that has to do with the past, which is also why it's called the interactive past.
Exactly. It's going to be from the 8th to the 10th of October.
And we need a lot of people to come there, but also to give papers. And we're still looking for people that want to give papers. We don't care if you're a sixth grader or a professor.
Yeah, we are.
If you think you can give an interesting paper about the past and video games, or games, even, we kind of like video games, but games in general. Works well.
Yeah, board games.
Stuff that is interactive.
Yes.
So board games are also interactive. Yeah. Then please put in a paper, but definitely come to the Institute of Sound and Vision on the 6th, 8th to 10th of September. It's gonna be free.
It's gonna be free. It's gonna have awesome talks. It's gonna have workshops on maybe game design, maybe whatever you name it, narrative design. We'll see. We haven't decided on the workshops yet, but it will also have free workshops, which you're most welcome. The conference will be streamed, of course, streamed for free on this particular Twitch channel. And of course, our next stream on Civilization 6 will be next Monday, which is the 7th of May.
Is it not the 6th?
No, it's the 7th of May. I am certain, I'm positive.
Okay. I am not, I lose. Yesterday or the day before, I lost my parking ticket, which I had just sort of paid for at the machine. I just misplaced. So I'm not the person to trust about dates or locations or anything. So I'm just mostly here to click buttons.
Yeah. So one more turn. Let's play one more turn.
One more turn.
One more turn.
Let's
see how this.
So I'm kind of afraid for Slinger. That
we're gonna let's do one more turn. Come on.
Yeah, but I mean in terms of
he's gonna be fine. Just attack with the scout.
Alright. I kind of like that this dog's just like barking over there.
Yeah. There, and then you can attack with the slinger, right?
No.
not
I've
yet.
already attacked.
Okay,
so
next
I
turn.
kind of want to like.
No,
move
he'll
back.
be fine.
He'll be fine. That's nice cliffhanger.
One more turn.
One more turn.
One more turn. Maybe that should be the name of this mini series. One more turn.
I like it. That is the name of our mini-series now.
There we go. Come on.
Oh,
He's getting
he's
smart. Oh. and with this shot, we paid for this guy.
we paid for him, and we were. Oh my lord! It
Okay.
was just. It was. I guess it was a technical misstep.
Yeah.
Yeah, technical mistake. Well, we're still gonna
attack with
we're
this
still
guy.
gonna
Go.
Well,
do it.
actually,
Do it.
yeah, because
He's tired and
yeah, he's gonna. We don't want to attack him with our city, I think. Or we cannot even. Oh, that's a major shitter. All right. So where are we gonna go? That away.
that away. Yeah, that away.
No,
Go.
we've already been.
Nah, but not that far. So go that away.
Yeah, I guess sort of have to because this is blocked.
Yeah.
This is a downer turn, man.
Well.
All right. Oh, we get to. We have a settler that now kind of. This sucks.
You will get there.
Yeah, but it can literally not move right now.
No,
because
it
it's like,
can't move, but because we have the barbarian, but it will be fine.
Wow, fuck this. All right. So granary. Or are we gonna say we need to beef up on our security a little bit?
Let's beef up. Let's make a warrior because we have the camp there.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
So, shall we wrap up? Or you want to play one more turn? Let's wrap up.
Let's wrap up. Oh,
Thank
my
you
lord.
everyone for being there. Thank you Megalodon for all your insightful comments on the game.
For sure.
We are particularly.
This is the last
as
thing we're
you can
doing.
see.
We're moving over here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone for being here, and hopefully we'll see you next week at the 7th of May
For sure.
at 3 Central European Time. And look at our YouTube channel or at our website. This episode will be up on YouTube as soon as
We have time to
Megalithic.
put it up.
Yeah.
As Megalithic has made a beautiful
edited.
edit of it. Yeah, for sure.
Thank you very much, and see you next time.
Laters.
Bye.
Whoops. There we go. Bye.